Of course, it's been a super busy 24 hours for Nicki Minaj in the headlines. For her sitting here saying now she cool, she's not gonna release her album anymore. The Amex card situation, the house situation with the debit or whatever the case may be. But I think this is a great thing for Nicki in a way where you can kind of almost use all of these headlines to become a little bit more relatable. Like I don't know a Nicki song that really is like, and I'm not saying that she don't have none, but I'm just something to stand off on the top of my head is like when you having a real hard time and you can just put on a Nicki song that kind of can just put you in that space. And I'm not kind of talking to the Bobs because I feel like y'all can you find a space in a different space for Nicki, but I'm talking about just for the average listener, like one of those songs, like a Rod Wave type of song or old school Boosie thing. Even for Lil Wayne back in the day, like Man, I Miss My Dogs. And let's be clear, it's been a long time for Wayne to even get into that pocket where it makes his music super relatable. Because yes, are you a great rapper, one of the greatest rappers of all times? Absolutely, for Wayne and Nicki. But sometimes relatability is more important than being just a great rapper. And I think even for if we're keeping it in Young Money, that's kind of what separates Drake from Nicki and Wayne because he finds pockets and ways to make his music a little bit more relatable, even if it's simping. And that's why I even sit here and saying, with Texan and Drake, and at the same time, like those little things become a thing for Drake because he finds a pocket and emotion to trigger people to make it at least seem relatable. So Nicki going through this credit card stuff where you can see and say credit card for, I'm sure enough people, especially in this day and age, that's why even on the phones even got scammed likely. Nicki can find a clever way to make these things relatable and make herself seem even a little bit more human. So cool, push the album back, but you can find this time and this moment to make music super relatable for people. Even again with the house stuff, man, people lose stuff all the time, especially in this time that we live in right now in 2025 with people losing their jobs and stuff like that. I feel like this pocket of these headlines, Nicki can find and make herself way more relatable and a relatable superstar than anybody else can right now. Because you can take this moment and people can kiki and laugh, but this realistically, if Nicki takes her time, slow down, and just look at what's going on and look at what the world is going on, you can find a way to make this a very relatable moment for other people to kind of tap into your world. So again, I hope Nicki uses this time to kind of make a relatable album, make a relatable song to kind of just come down just a little bit off of just being a great rapper and make yourself a little bit more relatable. And this is the perfect time. Cool, you gonna push the album back? Just don't do a lot of features. That's the thing. I don't care what people say about Wayne. If you're a real hip hop fan, you get excited every time you see Wayne on just a miscellaneous feature. Like, dang, how Wayne even know who this person is? And then you end up hearing some of Lil Wayne's still today in 2025. Some of Lil Wayne's best raps are just on random features on artists that you would never sit here and thank for Wayne to get on. So I think Nicki could probably even take this time. You ain't got to put out an album, but just do a bunch of features and find a way to make your